honor of hanging out with Xeikon for probably the last 3 years. I've spoken at your conferences, I've gone to trade shows with you, and I have had the privilege of seeing all the really cool and amazing samples and applications that are possible for your technology. So I couldn't be happier that we have this opportunity now to share this with the world. So please, Kent, let everybody know a little bit about Xeikon, and then let's get right into the really cool stuff that you guys can do.
Sure, well, appreciate it, Deborah, and we're so happy to be a part of the Project Peacock and share, more about Xeikon and what we do and how we do it, and the new trends that are happening out there, the exciting things that are going on. So we look forward to diving into this today. Xeikon's been around for over 30 years now. So we've been around this industry. We've got unique technology that enables us to have much higher resolution than most digital assets out there. And with that in mind, we're able to do more creative things that come to applications that aren't the norm at the end of the day. So there's just a lot of things about Xeikon that enable us to do things food related with FDA compliances and things like that other technology cannot do. So we'll show a lot of that today and show you the exciting things that we've been doing, and hope everyone gets more aware of who we are.
Can you talk a little bit about the marketing opportunity with packaging that might be beyond just thinking of it as a consumer shelf thing?
Sure. So, one of the advantages of Xeikon and our technology is enabling the customers to do shorter run applications, and that's becoming another trend also, where traditionally you had things like cups or folding cartons or things like pails, for example. So those types of things now are becoming more adaptable to shorter runs and new markets for these companies. So those are the types of things that we're finding that is giving us another leg out to grow our company.
Packaging is really cool these days because the shorter runs allow the creatives to be really creative and use packaging in some unique marketing applications.
One is this prototyping, whether it be a folding carton or a box or a container, whatever the case may be, you have that capability. At the same time, very short run applications, which a lot of these companies are doing very long runs today. So it's opening up a market for them too that they haven't had before, and not just more opportunity to grow, but also more profitability too at the end of the day. So there's several different ways we can do that, and there's several different applications that do that, from pouches to folding cartons to pails to just numerous different applications that enable us to do those things.
And as I mentioned, I do get to hang around with you guys a lot, and this FDA compliance seems to be a big deal.
If you're doing cups, for example, people forget when you stack cups, one image is going in the side of the other cup, so things like that. So the FDA compliant for us is a game changer. We're one of the few that have that type of application or capability to do that. So when it comes to food-related items, whether it's a label or whatever the case may be, it's very important to have that type of a toner-based technology.
Let's talk about some of the things that your presses can do, multiple applications from one machine.
If you seek out and use a Xeikon press, there's several things you can do with it. So you're not tied to just one. So at the end of the day, there's all kinds of things you can be doing, whether it's signage, whether it is labels, whether it's packaging related, whether it's wallpaper, backlit signs, those types of things. So there's a lot of different things you can do with our technology and opportunity to grow your business.
And I'm really glad that you mentioned wallpaper, because digital decor has become a trend. And I think that most people associate wallpaper or digital decor with wide format presses, but you don't make wide format presses. So how does that fit in with the Xeikon technology, and what are the applications that the print customers actually can make on your presses?
So wallpaper is a great example. It's a very unique application, but our technology enables you to be able to do that because we don't have a cutoff on our length. You can continue to go. So wallpaper, you need that, and you also need to know how to put wallpaper up. So when we print, we're doing more than just printing. We're actually bringing it out so that when the customer gets it, they know exactly how to apply it at the end of the day also. So our technology does that very well, and a lot of custom type of applications are involved there. So if I wanted to wallpaper my office and I wanted to use my own image, that's the type of audience you have now with something like that. So it's, again, a different niche, but also a very profitable niche that our technology can do. In our examples, you're going to see here that we've got a brochure like this that shows you sort of the applications here, printing on both sides in one pass also, but also the length here. This is something that's very unique to our technology. So not any other company I'm aware of can do things like this, and this is where we highlight, and this is where the advantages come into play here. So wallpaper's one, but you've got double-sided printed brochures, you've got double-sided displays, whatever the case may be.
You also have a really cool array of very creative, very shiny, very nice labels. Even though it's not as sexy, industrial labels too, but there's really a value proposition here with the Xeikon technology.
In our technology, we try to make sure we've got the right fit for the application. So it's not just one method of doing it. There's different methods, and we promote both. So when we do that, we make sure when we dig into this and we're vetting out what the need is, that we make sure that we're using the right technology to do that. So if it's a durable label for an industrial application, we know that's a different type of technology. If it's microtext and it's food related, we know we need to go to their other technology. So we're going to make sure we got the right fit for the right need.
And speaking of labels, you have these buckets. I've never seen anybody showing these samples on buckets. They're really cool. How'd that come about, and what are people using it for?
These buckets are a heat transfer application, and that's something very unique again to Xeikon, that there's several reasons why our technology does better on that. You know, it's a big image in itself, so it's almost a 33-inch round label by 9 inches wide. So the technology has to be able to output that, first off, then it has to be applied, and it needs to make sure it adheres well when it transfers to this product. And our technology does an extremely good job of that. So we have found that out. We've also found there's a lot of pail manufacturers out there that are finding that they don't need to go to their supplier anymore and order tens of thousands of labels anymore, and that become, you know, out of date. So now they're looking at this technology saying a couple of things. One is we can order what we need, and also we can also have applications such that we can have very short run and personalization on a pail, believe it or not.
We don't have the sample here because it's underguarded. It's under lock and key somewhere. Can we just talk about that fishing lure for a moment?
Sure, no, absolutely. That particular application you're talking about was an award winner for that particular customer. And something that they're very proud of. So proud of that every time that we see them, I try to take that lure and they will not let me have it.
I've tried to steal it twice, Kent.
So
it's impossible.
And I'm not even a fisherman. But it's beautiful, it's well done, and it's done on our technology. And they've highlighted that and have done very well with that type of application.
The point I really want to make is, who would have thought a digital press could print a fishing lure? I mean, there's a process to it. Like I said, the guy was very crafty, but this, I hope, sparks the creative ideas in the designers and the print specifiers out there, because Xeikon really can help you bring those creations to life.
Yeah, and we work very closely with our customers when they start to get into new applications like this where there's not a lot of known. We get together and develop and help and bring it to the next level so that they have something very unique, and you know, that ends up building into something else at the end of the day for us also. So it's been a great relationship. So let's go. Let's take it to the next level now, Deborah. You know, let's get people engaged. So we definitely encourage you to reach out to our print providers and have more conversation about this. And we look forward to helping in any way we can, and thank you for your time today.